Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. On one sideline, a look at the Lions head coach. His guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. Across the field, the head coach of the Eagles. His guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Keith Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And here we go through the rain in Philly. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevating his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 5 on the play, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go to Barkley again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's going to run for it. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Escapes the defender. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 24 yards on that. one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. They're going to run with Barkley. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll go. Hurts. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Back to 60, back to 60.
Right to the air, it's Jones. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Pistol now for Jones. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's brought down at the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Toss it to Gibbs. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Jones now on third down. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. The Lions ready for the punt. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Through midfield, and he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47.
At the Lions' 47-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First down, run with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second down behind the sticks. Hurts now from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here he goes, third and long. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up fourth and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They go play fake with Jones. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To throw again here on second and 10. Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No throw, third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, somewhat surprising way for us to begin the scoring here, Brock. And what it tells me is we could be in for a pretty wild type of game.
Yeah, I think you like wild, I like wild. Points can come in any variety in football, but you're right. When they start in this kind of fashion with the takeaway for 6, more often than not, stranger things occur.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point set in through the rain. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here comes Williams on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And trailing, coming off their biggest mistake so far, feels like one of the key moments in the football game for them right here. ground with Gibbs. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
Lions, first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
36-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Air it out on third. Finds him over the middle. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen. It's Williams. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Third and long for him here. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Jones setting up the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on third and long. He has the first over the middle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
From a great throw
Lions.
to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Here's a gift to Gibbs. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
Return starts at the 9. This makes it up to the 25.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. They'll turn to the ground game and on this clock out. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was...
And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back. The field for the start of quarter number 3.
Jake
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. It's not the 3rd. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
A give to Gibbs. A lot of space ahead. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st down, and they go right back to it. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Jones now to throw. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Gibbs on the carry. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
12 more yards.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another one for Gibbs. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Went into their bag of tricks just a little bit there. The surprise handoff, not enough to get the touchdown. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of excited to see the next wrinkle off that one because I don't think that was just a one-off.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Now pressure coming. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
Eagles 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. This is taken in at the 13. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown. And heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go to Barkley again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Barkley. A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he manages to find a little traction on that Soaps field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's good.
Danger, Case. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Barkley trying this up the gut. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Gain on the play.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. Cuts right. Down to the 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 14, Lions 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions offense returning to the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Didn't lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Jones out the play action. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
It's a gain of 20.
So 20 yards on that play. And the Lions have a first down. Jones upping the pace here.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Sends this to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate, or if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely. This guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in, but not this time.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jones now on 3rd down. Complete to St. Brown. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Let's go.
Play fake, Jones. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's That's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
60 by 6.
Throwing here, Jones. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a fourth-quarter lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
17. Eagles 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles trail by a field goal. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Motion the tight end over. Now to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. Desperation time here. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 31. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
That's a throw. one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. Now motion Brown right. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Barkley. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Defense nearly just ended this game. Going to be trying to do so again here on second down. Here he is to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To throw. That's caught for the first. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. To the air once more. Here's Jones. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
2nd and 10 now. Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for his back. Jahmyr Gibbs there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Third down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Looking to throw it. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Ready up.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. That's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.